This is my personal opinion when it comes to award shows. Spread the awards out. Like, I'm sorry, there's no reason for not like us to have 5 awards at the Grammys.
I mean, it was the biggest song of last year.
I hear it, but...
Honestly, with this Drake and Kendrick thing, I think it's the biggest battle in hip-hop history.
You're going as far as to say that?
I think the metrics prove that. And as someone who would have said Nas and Jay-Z for millennium...
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Nas and Jay-Z. So you think Not Like Us is a better diss track? I don't have I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion on Rihanna. We don't need another album. I'm sorry, we don't listen, we don't need another album. We don't, like, I'm not even gagging for Rihanna's music. I'm not.
Just please say that one more time.
We do not need another Rihanna album.
If Rihanna does release that album, how much do you think she does first week?
It will sell.
What you mean? What you mean? Yeah.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you reasoning? Wherever you're listening from, whether that's Spotify for podcasters, whether that's Apple for podcasters, whether you're watching on YouTube, whether you're listening on the train, whether you're watching at home, good evening. We are the Experimentation podcast. And you might be thinking, L, what in the blue hell is going on? I see you in the same studio. Check. I see you in the same backdrop. Check. I even see you with the logo. Check. But you say, where's Jerry Rankin? Where is Gerard? Where is Jerry the Kid? Don't fret. We have not had the most uneventful, most uninteresting podcast breakup in history where we just didn't say anything. Gerard is in Lisbon. Give them a run and give them a run. He is running for a big bad London Select. That's what Gerard is doing. So what do we have to do? I said, Gerard, I said, my brother, can the show go on? He said, L, the show must go on. And to my right, I have the amazing, I have the beautiful, I have a host, I have a presenter, I have an entertainment and TV, what should I Pierre title, bear, what they call it, bear dash in the name. I have someone who, funnily enough, people, I met at an event. Don't say they can't network and party at the same time, you can. I have the wonderful Mimi, aka Michelle. Let's give her a black hand. How you feeling?
Hi everyone, I'm doing good, you know. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
You are my first ever guest host.
Oh gosh, I feel so special.
I was really gonna draw out the red carpet. I have music ready. But
do you know what? It's calm. I'm here to do what I came to do. I'm super excited to be here though. Honestly, it's an honor to be here. I'm excited to talk all things.
I'm so excited you're here because you was messaging me from ages saying, yo, where's
guys,
my spot on the pod?
I
see you lot having all this fun, enjoying yourself. He said, where's my invite?
I was like, have me on the podcast. And guys, the time is finally here. I'm here.
We had to make it happen. And we have an array of wonderful subjects. But before we get there, tell people a little bit of a background into yourself of how you got into law in entertainment specifically.
Okay, so to be fair, I was 16 years old and I was like, I wanted to be a lawyer. I don't know, I just was 16 and I was like, let me just do it. Got experience at a law firm. Then I was like, okay, this is definitely what I want to do. So I started doing that. But then I've always been interested in like music, media, TV, film. So I was like, I'm going to do entertainment law. So I specialize in that. I've been doing that now for like a year, which has been really good experience. And then I also have my own radio show. So
tell them where.
I'm on Hoxton Radio, Mondays, 7 to 8 p.m, guys. But
Mimi's Music Mondays, right?
Mimi's Music Mondays, yes.
Tell them again one more time to the camera.
Mimi's Music Mondays.
Hoxton
That's how
Radio.
I introduce my show. So, yeah. So that's what I do. That's a bit of me. I feel like I wear many hats. It can get a bit tiring, but honestly, I love what I do. So, yeah.
You're a genre fuser. You're a DJ. There's so many things I didn't mention that you do.
That. Yes, I DJ as well. When I can, I dibble and dabble in DJing. I actually started DJing first, and that's how I became interested in doing like radio and presenting and hosting. So yeah.
So being a genre fusionist, made that word up on the fly. What is your favorite genre to be? As soon as you press them pioneers and go, first song and the dance, this is me.
Do you know what? I really love Afrobeats. I think because I grew up on Afrobeats that I just love it. But I also feel like DJing Afrobeats, for me anyway, I find it easier. Like I find it easier doing Afrobeats. I don't know.
Why is it easier? Because You know those records. You know the ins and outs.
I think it's to do with that. I know the records. I find the BPMs are quite similar. So BPM stands for beats per minute.
Breaking it
No, I mean, in case people don't know, you know what I mean? So yeah, it stands for beats per minute. And I feel like the Afrobeat sounds all sound quite similar. So I feel like playing it and mixing it is quite fun. I don't know. I just enjoy Afrobeats. Like, if there's an event and the Afrobeats is playing, I'm there.
That's the girl to call.
Like, I'm literally there. Like, front and center. I just love Afrobeats, yeah. And then R&B, I would say, is like my second favorite genre.
So would you say you're more of an Afrobeats girly than an R&B girly?
This is a hard one. I can't lie. This is very hard. I mean, it depends on the mood. Because sometimes I might want to be like, if I want to dance and turn up, then yeah, I'll play some Afrobeat. Sometimes I might be in a more chill mood, then it'll be some R&B. It depends on my mood. But both of them, you can actually mix both of them together. They're kind of hard, but if you get like a slow jams kind of Afrobeat song, you can kind of mix it with a slow R&B song and it can kind of sound all right.
So you have been doing so many big things. I forgot to even mention in the intro, you spoke to Scary Spice.
I spoke to Mel B.
Big
Yes,
Mel B.
yes. No, she was...
legend, as we say in Jamaica.
Amazing. No, she was amazing. I think... So basically, inside, I was like fangirling. I was like, oh my God, it's Mel B. But obviously, when I met her, I was super chill, super calm. Also, I think my claim to fame would be that Mel B called me a lovely lady.
Come on.
So, you know, I feel like I should add that to my CV and my bio.
Quickly, I would just like the whole of the audience, whether at home, wherever they're watching, just give it a black hand. Give it a black hand, because that is,
I love that.
That is so cold. And you are Miss Exclusive Interview. Over here, if you see the whole big EX, we dealing like exclusive. Like, we try to get people when they're not anywhere. But you, madam, you love an exclusive interview, you know?
I do.
Tell the people who you have interviewed so far.
So far, I've interviewed Teo Aina, who's a YouTube creator. He's been on YouTube for a while. He's got like, I think, over 1 million subscribers. He was really cool to me. He didn't say London's one of his favorite places, but I hear it. The weather here is... when people tell me that they don't love London, I'm like, I can't even argue, because I'm like, the weather is not great. Although today it's been good. I've also interviewed a woman called Lala Akinjuru. She's amazing. She's a casting director. She's casted for amazing things, including Iwaju on Disney+. Honestly, guys, if you have not seen that on Disney, go and see it. It's an amazing animated series. It's honestly one of the best. And I've got another interview coming up. So yeah, I've got some things in the woodwork. It's exciting. I enjoy it. Yeah.
These are BAFTA nominated. You're talking about people that
BAFTA nominated,
who have teams.
yes.
They got things going on. You should try to downplay it. Like, you're just talking to anybody. You're talking to BAFTA nominated.
No, and
people have Grammy nominations.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, you're right. NAACP awards, like, yeah, they're doing their thing. And it's been cool to meet those people, talk to them, really inspirational stories. And they're quite motivating, to be fair. So yeah, I enjoy doing what I do.
And you're good at what you do.
Thank you.
So keeping it on, Grammy Award winning.
Let's go.
Grammy nominated. Super duper stars we are talk. You wanted to start with Kendrick and Drake.
I want to start with Kendrick and Drake.
Where do you want to start with Kendrick and Drake?
Should we start from the beginning? Because I feel like, so obviously the Grammys was a big thing. You know, Kendrick took, was it 5 awards? Huh?
5 for the one song.
5 for that one song. So I'm not, okay, this is my personal opinion when it comes to award shows. Spread the awards out. Like, I'm sorry, there's no reason for not like us to have 5 awards at the Grammys.
I mean, it was the biggest song of last year.
I hear it, but I wanted it to be, I like when they're spread out a bit more. But honestly, it goes to show, guys, a diss track can get you to one of the biggest songs ever, and you can get you 5 Grammys.
As people say, you got to hate with purpose. When you hate with purpose, you can do amazing things. Big up the boy K.
Honestly, big up Kendrick.
If we're talking, we covered in a previous podcast episode the 10 years, the 12 years of build up to that moment from Control.
It's been a lot of
to
Control.
like that.
Control Big Sean was a time. If you were there when that song came out, it was almost shocking. I remember, I'm like, does Big Sean know that Kendrick is coming after him on his own track?
I had no idea.
And Kendrick was coming for everyone. Like, was it like J. Cole?
He spoke to everybody.
Everyone.
Friendly competition.
Yeah, it was like, I'm the best. That's what I think kind of is when it comes to rap beef or beef in the industry, especially amongst the men. It's, you have to kind of go out there and be like, I'm the best, I'm amazing, you know, it's that vibe. It is that vibe, though. It's very much like, I'm the best. But okay, I have a confession with the Drake and Kendrick stuff. I've not heard all the songs.
Really?
I have not. I've heard Meet the Grahams. Is that the Drake one?
No. Well,
No, is that which one's that one?
that's the record dissing.
Okay, that's okay.
That's
So
the
yeah, I've
record
heard that one.
dissing
I've heard a
Drake.
few of them. Then I just like for me, I couldn't keep up.
It's a shame we can't play these records. We can, but it was not gonna have the same audio
Yeah.
quality. But what I will say is that how the order went is
Yeah,
it
tell me
went
the order.
from like actually let's do it in the original. This thing
Okay.
started from Drake and First Person Shooter with
It
J.
did,
J.
it
Cole.
did.
When there was a big steppers bar in there, everybody steppers, well, fuck it, I'm clearing my plate.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a direct diss. I don't care
Yeah,
what anybody
it is a
says.
direct diss.
And then to say that despite, I already did this on the clip, so I'm not going to do the same thing I did on the clip. But if the three of you are the big three and you say it's just us two, you're styling a man. So cool. The styling's
hear
gone. Like That got released. Let me just double check the time. Because Like That got released on Future and Metro's We Don't Trust You.
Oh, yes.
Among the
Oh,
projects of
yes.
2024,
Oh, yeah.
track number 7, hidden feature on the 22nd of March, 2022. So, honestly, with this Drake and Kendrick thing, I think it's the biggest battle in hip hop history.
Okay, you're going as far as to say that.
I think the metrics prove that. And as someone who
Okay, I look you.
would have said Nas and Jay-Z for
Because that's what I
millennium,
was thinking. I was thinking Nas and Jay-Z. But then
it surpasses Nas and Jay-Z.
it does.
Then
it does.
Push-Ups.
It does. Okay.
Push-Ups was, well, there's 2 release dates because it was leaked and then got put out.
Okay.
And that was like 2 weeks later. 3 weeks later even. And then
They were
the
going back
track
and
that
forth.
I think changed everything, which was Tailor Made Freestyle.
Okay, yes, I remember that one. I did listen to
That's
that one.
disrespectful.
It
But the
is.
problem with that, I don't have no problem with disrespect. If you're gonna deal in disrespect, go all the way with it.
Okay.
He
I hear
tried
it.
to dictate
I
what
hear it.
and what's not disrespect.
Okay. I
Then
hear it.
Euphoria dropped.
Oh yeah, I remember Euphoria.
Life-changing this.
Mm-hmm.
Then they've missed out 616 in LA on the Friday.
Oh yeah, that did drop. Yeah, okay.
Then Family Matters.
I've heard Family Matters, yes.
Drake stands. Anybody, in fact. Stop trying to do the takeover thing where Jay-Z stands and people have said, Takeover is the better written song, but Ether's the better diss, so Nas won, I guess. That's not what happened.
No.
Family Matters is not a better song than Meet the Grahams or Not Like Us. Let's not lie.
I agree.
Can we stop trying to tell fibs to our children?
I agree.
Like, I refuse to be in my 40s and tell my children, oh yeah, Family Matters is the better written song. He spent half the song talking about other man.
I know.
ASAP, Rick. The best parts of the song were about ASAP Rocky, Rick Ross, The Weeknd, all Future Metro.
The Weeknd coming in there was so random to me though. I was like, what did The Weeknd do?
They
I mean, I hear it because OVO and stuff, but
it's also about a girl.
it's always about,
It's about a girl.
woman.
innit?
It's always about women.
Then obviously the cataclysmic, the surgical annihilation. Honestly, as someone said on YouTube, yeah, we survived Meet the Grahams. We didn't listen to
Yeah,
that
I
song.
agree.
That was a survival
Yeah.
for people. I still hear that dun, 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 at times. I know Homeboy
okay.
hears that in his nightmares. Not Like Us dropped on the Sunday. So sorry, I'm not getting the dates, people, but like we've covered this to death, so I don't want to just be going over the same thing. Then on the Monday, the harp.
I don't think I've even listened to that. I'll be honest.
Don't, because it's a man trying to basically respond to being called a PDF, as the people are saying on the internet. No, for people that want to, you know what I mean? But also saying, hey, I'm too famous for all that shit you're accusing me of, so I could never be it. Dark.
I mean,
So
it did get kind of dark though. I feel like the Drake and Kendrick stuff. Like when Kendrick called him the you know what, I was like, oof, we're going there.
but what people are conveniently missing out
Okay.
is that Drake called Kendrick a woman beater
He
first.
did, and like,
A.
he beats his wife.
B, he called his wife a hoe.
Yeah.
He said, you're...
We can't forget. Yeah.
I hate this. The online internet narrative is getting me mad. I'm tired of you lot with these lies. Kendrick didn't take it too far first. I know I sound like a stan, yeah?
You do sound like a Drake
But
stan.
I think I'm just telling the truth. Like, there's 2 narratives I want to dispel right this second.
Okay.
The first one is Kendrick didn't take it too far first. If you call me a woman beater and say my wife is sleeping with my best friend and my business partner with no evidence, I'm allowed to take it. And people have taken it further for less. This is rap battles.
I agree.
This is the same Drake. And then I've got to be passing Drake his props, yeah? Because Drake helped to fund the ultimate rap league. If people
He
don't know
did.
what that is, that's URL, that's Loaded Lux, that's Murder Mook. That's
Yeah.
the biggest battle league in the world. Like Drake says he studies battle rap. If he studies battle rap, if Drake studies battle rap, Arsenal and them man have said way worse for nothing.
I agree. No, I agree. I hear it. I get what you're saying. I think that is true. I think he did go there. So it's kind of like Kendrick has no choice but to,
And he did
go
say,
there a bit further.
dog, please keep this a friendly fade. He asked 20. There's so many warnings in the 10, 12 years is stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. That's on Rich Spirit. There's so many songs where he's saying, please leave me alone. But what did he kept doing? Like Drake
Poking the bear a little bit.
He tried to slap the bear. He didn't poke the bear. He tried to stab the bear and the bear ate him alive. White. But so that's one narrative I want to dispel.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day,
No, I hear it. I think that's fair.
if Drake had won with those angles, we wouldn't even be talking about any of this.
No.
I hate the revisionist history. The second one is about Jermaine Lamont Cole. Because he's an
No,
important
but he like
part of
bowed out though, didn't he? He was like, oh, I'm going to leave y'all to it. You guys can battle it out. I'm gone. And I think that was the right choice. Well done, J. Cole.
With hindsight,
Okay.
I want to know if you work at TDE, Dreamville, any American that is in the know, who told people that Schoolboy Q told J. Cole that this is where this was going? Because this is a narrative that's been conjured up
Yeah.
that no one's confirmed or denied. And now,
That is true.
and I'm a Jermaine Cole fan. I love J. Cole, but I
love
want to
J.
deal
Cole
in
as
the
well.
facts. Who said that J. Cole knew where this is going? Because to the rest of us, we knew only about Push. I don't think Push Ups was even out yet. Like that was the only song that I dropped.
I think so at that point.
Yeah, Like that was the
I think
only
at
song
that
that
point.
dropped. Yeah. So when was this getting personal? Them two men don't like each other, and you know that. And we can speculate, and I respect if Cole knew and had the word confirmation from whoever told him that this is gonna get ugly, but I don't believe that because what we see from the evidence is once Push Ups and Tailor Made comes out, that's when things start to go left.
Yeah.
So this narrative that J. Cole bowed out because he knew where it's going is, in my opinion, bollocks.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I hear what you're saying because it's kind of like, but then I do also feel like maybe J. Cole saw what was gonna go on and was like, let me bow out. Because that's possible too. That's just like, okay, yes, you may have had warning, but also the way Kendrick and Drake were going, it was giving, it's between these two. So let me just step out. Or do you think he chickened out?
I don't think chicken. I think you shouldn't have put yourself. My big problem with Cole, and I love Jermaine Cole,
Okay.
is you didn't have to release the song. I'm not even knocking you for putting
did,
out the song.
No, he did push himself.
Sorry.
Definitely.
I'm gonna rephrase my wording. Him recording the song is not a problem to me. I know bare people saying, "Oh, you should have never recorded." No, I disagree with
Okay.
that. As someone who is an artist, you express emotions. You could have that song in the tuck, releasing it, putting it on your project,
It's different.
keeping it
Yeah.
out for 7 days to get the streams
Yeah.
up, then taking it down is what is the disgusting
agree,
part to me.
yeah.
Because you're allowed to feel a way about hearing
Yeah.
bars in a song and going, bruh, I'm responding to this. You had ample time to not put
A
the song out.
lot of time.
Ample time. You chose to put this record out. And in my opinion, when the fans didn't really gravitate, and I'm not talking about the Cole fans, I'm talking about when the general consensus didn't say,
GP,
this
yeah.
is our nuke, that's when he wanted to backtrack it, in my
Okay,
opinion.
do you know, I actually hear that perspective as well. I think that makes sense.
And
yeah.
I think his actions in the subsequent, like even talking about now killing MCs, his new song, Clouds, I really love it. It's a dope
I've
record.
not heard it,
You should listen to the Clouds
Okay,
record.
I'll
It's
listen to
very,
it.
very, very dope. But it's not, as the girls will say, it's not giving when he's taking.
It's not giving.
I'm not saying that because me as a man, you understand? But it's not going to work, my brother. And you know what? J. Cole is among the best technical rappers in the world. But J.
very
Cole raps
talented.
about rapping. When was the last time J. Cole wrote a song about something? Do you know what
That is
I'm
true.
saying?
That is true.
But yeah. Do you have anything else on this Drake and Kendrick beef? I definitely think it's the biggest hip hop
I think
beef
it should
of all
be
time.
done now. It's done now, right?
I
No?
don't think anybody else. I think Drake still wants to throw subs. I think that's moist. You already got
I
mocked
think
up.
we should end it now.
I
honey.
think-
Kendrick has got the Grammys.
The Super Bowl is the
Super Bowl,
culmination
I
for
feel
me.
like that was just literally like it.
It's game over. Game over was highlighted in the side. I think it's done. I think it's gonna have that Jay-Z Nas thing of it's always gonna get talked about. It's arguably the biggest moment in hip hop history.
It was big. It's massive. Not like us. I didn't know it was going to do that well though.
No
Like,
one did.
I
don't
think I
Kendrick
was
did.
almost shocked that it did that well. I was like, whoa. Like, you were hearing that song everywhere. I was like, oh, if I was Drake, honestly.
It's been the Oscars.
Like,
It's been at
Oscars made a joke about. I said it's gone to the Oscars now. Oh no, we are. That's pop culture history right there. Like that's crazy.
In my opinion, I think he made it worse. I think if he'd have shut up, let's say he even drops the Heart Part 6, he drops the record.
Okay.
If he stays silent for 6 months, then comes out with new Loverboy, Afrobeat Drake, Drake fans would have embraced it. I would have been like, yo, it's over.
I agree.
Sing song Drake now. He made this worse. He kept posting. He kept trying to act like he was unbothered. People in his camp tried to say he didn't hear it outside. You man are liars.
He heard it.
Every part of that team is lying.
That song was played everywhere.
Because what's going to happen
Like
at
by
Wireless,
all
bro?
demographics. Like everyone and their mum was playing that song.
100%.
Like it literally was, there's no way he didn't hear it. But then he tried and sue Universal and Kendrick.
See, this is the part of the battle that we
Because
need
this
to
got
get to.
messy. Because I think when it got to that stage, I was like, oh, are we really taking it
That's
there?
not hip hop. And
I
for
was
me,
like, what is going on, Drake?
honestly, that's the part I was getting to. What people who have known me, I've always been balanced in my critique of Drake. Even to the point where I had the Drake stands in my school, just because I would offer Drake critique, call me a Drake hater.
I've never been a Drake stan, guys. I have to confess it. I do love Drake. I have loved his music, but I'm not a stan.
I always said, you know what? Like once it got to the ghostwriting stuff, I started to come off the wagon because to me, I'm a hip hop nerd.
I think Drake has just been misbehaving the past few years. Like I'm not really, yeah.
And you know what? I think there's another narrative that keeps circling that, oh, the Drake hate is new. There are hip hop heads, like real hip hop purists. Like people call me a hip hop purist. I'm not old enough to have the takes that certain men have because they've lived through
those times.
Ice Baby. You know what I mean? Like they've lived through culture vulturism.
Yeah,
I'm not even calling Drake a culture vulture, but they've lived through.
But the streets are calling him that, you know.
People using Drake as a vessel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or as a vulture, right? People who saw Drake in 2009, who are old enough, said, I have a problem with this. And it's not because of his blackness. It's how Drake operates within his blackness. Because remember, J. Cole is technically mixed. Their man are technically mixed by technical definition. But they're still called black because of how they operate.
Yeah.
Drake operates like a white woman. Not in a disrespectful manner.
No.
How he operates.
I hear what you're saying.
Like even the way, like him and his team have a way that they use hip hop of like, oh, this would be cool. Not I'm entrenched in this culture and I grew up in it. And this is not to say his Memphis side isn't in him. He just doesn't really venture into his Memphis side unless he's trying to sell records. Like he does the Memphis South accent when he wants to rap. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
So there's people
and
who...
also he has been very much in that commercial music space. Like I feel like there was a time he was just making songs just to have a fun song out there, like Hotline Bling. Like those aren't necessarily good songs, but they will get people dancing. They will meet all demographics, which is why I feel like people are saying he's he's not embracing his blackness, but it's like he chooses when to be black. If that makes sense.
But it's not even just it's at most convenient.
Yeah, when it's most
not even
convenient
like
to him, he's like, okay, I'm gonna tap back into the culture.
Yeah, I think my problem as I got older with Drake is like, you don't have any depth in your catalog. The only thing you have depth about is yourself. You're only introspective about you and women. Like you don't offer...
I do love Take Care though.
But that's what... Think about
Take
that.
Care
That whole album is
Take
about...
Care, my Chef's Kiss.
Women.
Good. Yeah, I know it is.
But he's not talking about like...
Yeah, but that's what Drake raps about though.
No, but he also rap like he...
Like a lot of his music is about love, women...
Gang culture.
I mean, a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, he raps about a lot of stuff. And even his experience, as if he was to even get into the experience of a childhood with more depth, like the only thing he did it was started from the bottom. And all them songs, there's no depth to that. You're trying to portray something that didn't happen.
Great songs though. I do old Drake though. I can't old Drake.
But old Drake is where it's going. I think I'm a Drake fan at one point. I think I've stopped being a Drake fan. The lawsuit, getting back to the topic of conversation we're having, is the lawsuit is where I've come off the train.
I was already off the train. I'm gonna be very honest. I was off the Drake train since from like Is it Certified Lover Boy, that album?
Probably.
Maybe even Scorpion.
I'll
be
think-
honest. I think since Scorpion, I've been like, I'm done.
I think I first started to come off with the ghostwriting, then all the other
Yeah.
stuff, and what he represents is bad. Like
The
not
lawsuit
him
was
himself,
just a nail
but
in the coffin. Really, I'll be honest.
Drake's influence on hip hop allows people who are outside the cultural compass of hip hop to be not a voice, not have a say, be an authority. So people such as Aiden Ross, people such as academics, like people who don't care about where hip hop came from, its origins, and they want to co-opt it for their own purposes and push negative.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, I hear it.
That's what Drake empowers.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? That's the kind of biggest problem I've had with Drake. It's like you send young black men on crash out missions that don't affect you, like literally and figuratively. Like the stuff you support is mad. Like the people in your circle, if we go pre-Tory Lanez, if we go look at academics, look at what all these people have in common. I don't even need to say it because I think it says a lot.
Talking of Tory Lanez, he's released an album apparently. I'm not listening. For it.
As someone who's a big Tory Lanez fan, I was a big Tory Lanez fan.
We all were. We all loved him, but I never listened to the album.
Yo, black men. I just want to quickly talk to one because family thing. I'm gonna even whisper for this. We need to stop. Not even stop publicly. We need to stop saying free Tory is nasty.
I don't know why people are saying that.
Go read into the case.
Yeah, I think people should
Go
look into
the case because I was one of them people originally that was on the argument of because
that was Team Megan.
Because no one wants to hear that a black man has done that to a black woman at all. But go.
It's looking like he's done it, right? I mean, if you read into it, it's looking like he's going. But obviously, none of us were there. We don't know for sure. We don't know for sure, but in looking at the case, it's leaning more towards guilty than not guilty.
Let's say he didn't do it allegedly, and allegedly is Kelsey, because that's what
that's another argument. Yeah,
you enabled Kelsey, so let's just leave that alone.
And it was his gun, wasn't it?
Because me and you are not lawyers, innit? That's not what you are. Sorry, let me not do that.
Well, I am, but not in that type of law.
I'm not a lawyer where I have the facts in front of me. But yeah, therefore, the most lasting effect in hip hop history, this battle, I think. It's the last great rap battle we're ever going to see. 150%.
It was it's a big one.
I don't think we're ever going to see a commercial rap battle with people of that standard ever again.
Like, when it hit the Oscars, I was like, okay, yeah.
I don't mean that. I mean, it's the last big rap battle we're ever going to have. Lawsuit.
I know when the lawsuit got,
I think we haven't even discussed the lawsuit properly, and that's not, I've been bouncing all over the place. We've been bouncing all over the place. But the lawsuit is so impactful because it impacts freedom of speech.
It's crazy, honestly. Like, I was like, Drake, why are you even doing that?
Because he lost.
That's so strange. Like, just if you're gonna be in a rap battle, be in a rap battle. Like, just stick to the music, stick to the artistry. Like, taking it to the lawsuit, I was just like, oh, it's just so.
He wants to find the win. He realized he's lost in every way, and he wants to find the win. And I think honestly, he could have found a win if he had better angles. All of these battles have a theme with Drake. Like, the only one he was able to really win was Meek. Because he out-angled Meek. The angle was Nicki and the World Tour and the Girls Tour. Again, Meek could have sued for defamation of character.
He definitely
Think about how big that song became and politicians was tweeting
I have a question though. Do you think Drake could sue Kendrick as well for calling him he called him that and there's been no proof. And he said it on multiple stages, Super Bowl, Grammy. Like, I mean...
Even that angle... I love
not saying I'm Team Drake.
No.
Honestly, this Team and Kendrick Drake thing, I am Team Peace.
It's not even that. I want to do a lyrical breakdown of both these songs.
Okay, go on. Let's go into it. Okay, let's go into it.
Let's start with Not Like Us. And I think people are even forgetting the worst song is Meet the Grahams.
Yeah, Meet the Grahams.
Mustard on the Beat, Ho, Debo, any rap. Let me go to the bars that makes. Say Drake, I hear you like. Listen to the words that's been written.
Young.
I hear.
Okay, you're right. Okay, he's not out. Okay, you're right. He's not outwardly saying you are. He's just like the streets have been saying.
I have a theory that I don't know if I've said this on camera and on video in front of like our audience yet, but I definitely have a theory that Kendrick spoke to lawyers or got this co-signed by lawyers
probably.
before this came out.
Probably, yeah,
They said,
probably.
hey, yo, this is the transcript of this record.
Yeah.
Is this fine? All good. cool.
Probably.
Same thing
that
with
would
the
be
Super Bowl.
smart. That'd be smart. Yeah.
Say, Drake, I hear you like them, young.
Yeah.
That's not calling someone
He's
a pedophile.
not calling him. Yeah. He's just saying, I hear this is what the streets. Yeah.
And
That is
Baka
true.
got a weird case. Listen to lyrics. Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, still talking to Baka. Certified PDF files.
Yeah.
That's plural.
Yeah.
That's not calling Drake singly
Okay.
anything.
No, fair enough.
Then the other bar in verse 2, which is I'm hands on, he fucking around hip hop. What I'm trying to find, where's the bar where he said and your homeboy needs subpoena. Their predator moving flats. Their name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. Your homeboy, Drake, is Baka not nice. He needs a subpoena, not Drake.
Okay.
That's predator. Him moves in flocks. All the most egregious thing he's saying is that you roll with a predator. Look,
So maybe you are one. Or like, yeah, because you're rolling with someone that is. So it's like,
where is the illicit?
Okay, you're right. Okay, that is true.
I'm talking
He has
about in the court of law.
No, you're right. He hasn't technically
There's
said
enough
that.
reasonable doubt to throw this out.
Yeah.
I'm not even a lawyer. I'm just doing it off of...
No, it's true. Which is probably why he probably didn't go down that route and went down the other route that he's going, which I just think is so like...
He's not going to win. I mean, he might. I don't think...
If they were smart, they'll just settle it.
So, speaking of settling the case...
Yeah, they should have settled the case.
iHeart and Drake have settled. The iHeart statement is, we didn't exchange no money. Let me even find the iHeart Drake statement because I like to read things.
I think settling is just always the way forward with these things. But then they might be like, we know we didn't do nothing, so they'll take it all the way to court. Do you know what I mean? That could be a thing too. But now I think just settling is just easy.
Let me find the statement because the media company released an updated statement on Saturday. So initially they made no comment on the Friday. On the Saturdays they said, a representative for Drake... Wait, hold on. Let me just find... So this is the statement, yeah? So the media company released an updated statement Saturday. In exchange for documents that show iHeart did nothing wrong, Drake agreed to drop his petition. No payments were made by either of us, the statement said. And then they went into a back and forth now. Drake's legal thingy dropped a statement Tuesday saying that the company had not provided a single document as of yet to Drake, let alone anything which they said they did nothing wrong. And then the iHeart people said, this back and forth is silly. Drake dropped the petition. We did nothing wrong. End of story.
Okay.
So, but Drake and his team are still trying to make it look like it's amicable and money got paid out. So that was settled last week.
Okay.
The UMG one is still ongoing.
Yeah, the UMG, I don't know. The UMG might...
There's 2 lawsuits for
UMG.
The first one was the Spotify one, which is say they've inflated the numbers. And
I don't even know if they've even done that.
No.
The song was popular. Like it was played everywhere. So I don't know. It's giving sore loser. If I'm being honest.
It's taking my ball and going home.
It's giving just take the L.
That is not hip hop. For anyone who's trying to say it is hip hop, it's not.
Like it's
Stop.
it's not.
And he would not. This is my imperative, poignant, salient point. Homeboy would not be suing if he won. Let's deal with facts and reality.
Oh, there's no way he would. He would be doing what a Kendrick.
He did
being on stage, collecting Grammys and, doing all that stuff.
Family Matters is a victory lap.
Yeah.
I'm going on vacation. You lot should have planned it better. He didn't even think another song was he tied that up. Again,
you're right.
If Kendrick was, no disrespect to any of these artists, I love them. Meek Mill, Rocky, Future. This record's a great diss record.
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar is not that. J. Cole is also not that. There's only 2 people who could have done a Not Like Us to Drake. J. Cole and Kendrick.
Agree.
They're all level and size. I know Drake's bigger in size in terms of commercially, but the big 3 is the big 3 and they're all they got different fan bases. Cole's fan base would have not, like Drake couldn't do that to J. Cole if he was included in that.
Yeah, I agree.
That wouldn't have happened. So Drake should have realized that. Drake should have understood, like, yo, I'm not dealing with these little rappers. No disrespect. This is Drake's man. Drake sees everybody as little man, but it's an ego thing because Drake's ego's defeated him.
I think that's what's happened here for sure.
Drake's ego
for sure
was the thing that got defeated. Like he got outwitted by Kendrick, but
crazy to be honest.
Yeah. Do you have anything else? I think honestly, this battle is game changing. Like even having the internet is so different to like the Jay-Z and Nas stuff.
It's a whole different time, like with streaming, with internet, with views and how public it's been. It's so different.
How quick the responses are?
Very quick. Even I lost count.
Which
is why I didn't even listen to a lot of it. I was just like, wait, what's going on? It's too many.
I was so invested. This was like
I feel like everyone was invested, but I was like, it's honestly there's too back and forth.
I got no sleep during this time.
I can't even keep up. But like, it was very literally like playing ping pong. It was so quick.
100%. Like going back to the Nas and Jay-Z, Nas part E for about 7-8 months.
Yeah.
Maybe more than that after Takeover.
Yeah.
Eazy-E and Dr. Dre was there for months in between.
Track though, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's visceral.
One of the best diss tracks, I think. But that is.
I mean, it was number one.
Yeah.
Until Not Like Us. I don't think.
Wait, so you think Not Like Us is a better diss track than Ether?
I don't know about that. I would say it's the greatest diss track of all time by all of the aftermath and the ways. I think I would have put it just off the songwriting and the song itself, top 5 to 10.
Okay.
With everything that's gone on, it has to be the greatest. 5 Grammys, number one
for a diss track. Oh,
I think it's Spencer.
And he got what was it? Record of the Year and Song of the Year, was it not?
Yeah, and those are 2 different records. That's songwriting and production.
Do you know what I mean? Those are the biggest Grammys you can get at a Grammy Award ceremony. So,
and that's 42 weeks on the chart with Billboard, and I even like it.
The commercial success is crazy on Not Like Us.
Meet the Grahams. He said the Weinstein stuff, but again, that's not cool. Him and Weinstein. This is your son's a sick man with 6'4". I hope anyone like him should die. That's not calling someone a pedophile. Him and Weinstein should be effed up in himself for the rest of their life. It's inference. It's inference. He's saying
it is. No, I hear it. Because he's not outwardly being like, "Oh, you are." It's like, you know.
Why isn't this song being put up for the lawsuit? Because this song is a more damaging character assassination. I know why it's not.
Yeah, we know why. I think it's more to do with the commercial success of the song and that Drake can't handle it. That's my opinion.
Embarrassing, as people would say. I think
he's like, crap, the song is doing really well or has done really well. No. I can't let this happen. I think that's the vibe. In my opinion, anyway. I don't know. That's what I think.
Yeah. As in, I think it will definitely go. I think it's already the greatest battle rap of all time.
Yeah, no. I think we can crown it that.
I hate to do it prematurely because it's only a year out.
Yeah, it's not been
But I think, honestly, with all the aftermath, it has to be.
It's done so well. Yeah, no, if I was Drake, I'll be upset. No, the song has done... It's just... At that point, it's defeat upon defeat because it's just done too well.
100%.
Like commercial success aside, it's a good song.
It's a very well written record.
It's a fun song.
It's a great record in terms of how it's been written.
Yeah.
Like, even verse 3 that people don't really talk about. That verse 3 is immaculate.
No, it's a good.
Speaking on Black history, then doing the back in the day Atlanta to the present day Atlanta.
It's a good song, man. Shout out Kendrick on that song.
Keeping it in the TD realm and of rappers that are really rapping, but like Kendrick, I think has started renaissance, a revolution of real hip hop.
I agree, actually. Yeah,
I think that battle and For All It's Worth did that right. They're enjoying themselves outside for sure.
Yeah,
so they're really enjoying themselves outside for sure. Do you want to discuss Doechii right now?
I do. Do you know what? I actually like her. Okay, I have thoughts, and I've been seeing this a lot online of like people are saying she's an industry plant.
That's foolishness. That even makes sense. And
I'm like, I don't really see it. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of like, okay. I do have people that I think were industry plants that I don't think are that talented, but I'm not going to name them now. Maybe later on in the show.
I was going to say you should.
Ice Spice. I'm so sorry. That one. She's not. I'm so babe. She's fun, but the talent for me isn't really given. I feel like she was everywhere, and I was like, okay, cool. But I don't know if she's like it's not one hit wonder because she's had tunes, but I don't know if she's gonna have longevity as an artist. But I feel like Dolce has that longevity. I mean, I'm not like, I don't listen to a lot of her music, but a few of her songs I do really like, and I'm like, I hear it. And I saw pictures of her recently at Paris Fashion Week, and she's really in that like rapper, like celebrity life right now. And I'm like, I think she's actually genuinely really talented, and it's nice to see like a dark-skinned Black woman like do really well.
100%.
And her obviously getting the Grammy for the best rap album was great. But I can't lie, one thing I did feel was Nicki Minaj has not received a Grammy.
But that's
still, I know the reasons why.
She's got beef with them.
Yeah, but even before that, even before the beef. Okay, so basically I looked into it though, and I was like, why did Nicki not receive Grammys when she was nominated? And to be fair, at the time, the album she was up against, like, she weren't winning.
I mean,
it was like Kanye. Was it College Dropout?
I wasn't College Dropout.
No, it was like Beautiful Might Be Fantasy.
My Dark nothing was beating My Dark Twisted.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the albums that she was up against at the time, like, it would have been hard for her to win. The only one that I'm like, she could have probably won is Best New Artist.
Yeah, I'm not really too versed on Nicki, but I know she got beef with them, and I know
she's got beef with them. Yeah,
it's a voting committee, and I think they've even changed the like this Grammys was a very Black, and you could tell.
I enjoyed it for that though.
A very, I hate like when people use the word cultured, but it was a very culture inclined Grammys. I just would like to. This whole episode should really be called Dispelling Narratives, because Doechii being an industry plant is foolish because she started making music in 2014. Right. Her first song was released on SoundCloud in 2016. How is that industry plant? We're now
I don't think
8 years into the future. 8 years. People, do maths. If someone started their career properly in terms of their first song 8 years ago and they bust in 2024, right? Well, it's now 9 years because we're in 2025 now, but the time she busts is 2024, yeah? How is that industry plant?
I don't know where the
Does that even make logical sense in you lot said? You lot need to do your research before you chat about people.
But I was seeing it and I was like, how? But I mean,
I think people misunderstand because they did. Again, I'm late on Doechii, by the way. I'm not even saying that like I knew her in 2016 or 2020.
No.
But she got signed to TD in like 2021, 2022. This is not a new act. We just ain't heard of her.
Right.
She's American, we're in Britain. And B, for the other people that heard her, she don't make music that's commercial. Her first entry on the Billboard Hot 100 was in 2023. She got a plaque. She got a platinum plaque for that record.
Wait, what song was that for?
It is What Is It, Block Boy featuring Kodak.
Oh yeah, I like the version without him on it.
Yeah, but that
song was good.
But that got a platinum
Did
plaque.
extremely well on TikTok.
And that is before all of this hoopla of this mixtape.
That's why I don't know. I'm like, did you guys not hear that song before?
No.
But I'm happy she's getting commercial success. I think it is nice to see. And I genuinely think she's talented.
She's dope. And
like, she's actually really good.
I want to run through some of her accolades, if that's okay.
Go on.
Let me just find one quickly and fast. So yeah, that mixtape that came out, and gotta get it right, is her full-length proper debut.
Yeah.
It's on 5 UK charts in the past week.
Wow.
So official hip-hop and R&B albums chart, it debuted at 9, sorry. So it debuted at number 9, and it's now number 3 and then reached number 1. So that's crazy.
Shout out her.
It's in the official vinyl albums ranking at number 5. It was also on the official physical albums, official album sales. She won, as you said, Best Rap Album at the 67th Grammy Awards. And the mixtape spawned 2 further hits with Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
She's rapping her ass off on that record.
Yeah.
And
amazing song.
Denial Is a River.
Denial Is a River, I'm sorry, that song bangs so much. I love it.
It's an amazing record. And the video brings back the Missy Busta Rhymes.
So good. I'm like, do you know what? Bring back music videos, guys, okay?
I think they are.
Thank God.
There was
a time I feel like music videos were not really a thing like that anymore. I feel like it's starting to come back, but I do love a good, well thought out music video. Like, I just love the artistry, the creative direction that goes into it, and she really did hit the nail on the head with that video. Love it.
It's been 10 actually more than that. It's been about 15 years of low maintenance. People looking too cool for school.
Yeah,
Girl-
like
Go on, what you gonna say?
no, I'll go just move it. Yeah, I agree.
There's now these theatre kids and people who are very artsy, so the Tylers, the Kendricks, the Doechis, who are now putting fun back into music.
And I love it.
And just enjoying themselves. You can tell she grew up watching Missy. She gives me a Tribe Called Quest in her lyrical delivery as
agree.
well.
She reminds me of Nicki Minaj a little bit with like the personalities.
I think she's
vibe.
like
You can tell she's slightly influenced.
She's influenced by Nicki, but I think she gives a much blacker aesthetic than Nicki, though. I feel like
I agree.
I feel like with Nicki, purposely gave a more universal.
I agree, and it worked for her.
Doechii, you can't deny her in how she gives it off. If that makes sense. Which is not a criticism of Nicki. It's more just like it's very evident.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
Even her feature run, Katy Perry, Tyler the Creator,
she's
Banks, like she just had this K-pop record that did madness. Which I'm not a big K-pop fan by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, she did her thing, man. She also was up for at the same Grammys Best Rap Performance as well.
Yeah, she was,
and Best New Artist, which she didn't win either. So she was up for 3, got 1.
Which is great to even get 1.
I think it's the critics that have been comparing her to Doja. Ugh.
I don't think that they're similar. I mean, do people listen to Doja Cat? They're very different artists.
I can't lie. Doja Cat is a piece of shit. I don't even like to work.
No, she's not.
She's a horrible person.
I didn't know about her person, but her artistry, like back in the day, like I used to love Doja Cat.
She's talented, but she's a horrible human being.
What's she done recently, Cha?
4chan, the
sorry.
I'm never forgiving any of that shit.
Genuinely forgot about all of that stuff. But her songs, like before that stuff came out, I was a big Doja Cat fan. Like I thought she was so talented. Again, I thought she's very similar to Nicki Minaj, like the different personalities and voices. And I think she's actually a talented rapper.
I think Doja Cat tried to do Nicki.
She did. I think
Doja really copied with the eccentric looks and everything.
Agree. Even some of the rap styles and like having personalities.
The cadences were Nicki. Yeah. But she cited Nicki, Lauryn Hill, Ye, Tyler Creator, and Kendrick and SZA. So it makes sense. So yeah, exactly. I fully hear it. Is that all in Doechii? Is there anything else?
Do you know what? I'm just happy she's doing really well. I love it for her.
I think we covered everything. She dropped her new song Anxiety.
Oh yeah, like is it not like a?
That's an old record.
It's an old record, yeah. It's doing really well online. I've seen people listen to it. Bears like yeah.
She first posted it on YouTube in 2019, and it samples the Australian Somebody That I Used to Know, which is a massive record.
Oh, what a song!
And those top Musa and them man Punch have bread because that sample is expensive. Fam.
It must be because that song did so well.
Yeah, that costs a lot. That's
such a good song as well, though.
But it shows that TD is now working with big budget. Just seeing.
Yeah, they have the coins.
Yeah. So,
aren't SZA and Kendrick going on tour together as well? No.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
World tour. Stadium tour, people. Yo, there's a difference between doing arenas and stadiums. No disrespect to anybody.
No, stadium tours are the big boys.
Yeah, and that's real artistry. I feel like there's a lot of artists who could do stadium tours who don't want to because they're scared how their art's going to be perceived with a live band and they can't use tracks. And, do you know what I mean? It's a different kettle of fish, mate. Real different kettle of fish. So
no, I think they'll be good though. I think they'll
I'm excited to see how Doechii's 2025 looks. And in the next couple of years. Yeah. Because I think she's got it, man. I think she's a superstar.
She's definitely on everyone's lips, everyone's mind. So she just has to like ride the wave and like keep putting out material. I feel like, yeah.
Should we get to Bad Gallery? The legend, the icon.
Okay, I have I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion on Rihanna. We don't need another album.
I think...
I'm sorry, we don't need another album. We don't... Like, I'm not even gagging for Rihanna's music. I'm not.
Just please say that one more time.
We do not need another Rihanna album. She has given us hits after hits. Like, listen, her discography is massive. If you want to listen to Rihanna, just go stream her. She's given us everything. Auntie was a good, almost 10 years ago now. I just think she's in this certain space of her life, which is very much like, being the businesswoman, being, Fenty, Miss Fenty Beauty, having her kids. I don't even know what music she would put out. And I recently saw that she is working on an album. I'm just like, babe, we don't need the album. It's been almost 10 years.
I'm going to be honest.
Okay, go on.
I've got an even hotter take than that.
Oh, okay.
Stans, fans, all the people who love Rihanna. She's lying. No music is coming.
It's not coming, guys.
I'm happy to be wrong, and I want a Rihanna album. I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, if she dropped it, of course, I'll be there. I'm a big Rihanna fan. I'll listen to it.
I'll listen to it.
As time is going on, I'm just like, we don't...
But she said this pre the Super Bowl.
She said this
after the Super Bowl.
So many times.
She said this so many years after Anti, that this album, this mythical R9 album is not coming.
That she's been recording, guys, for 10 years.
Yeah, this is not happening.
Like, I wonder what it would even be about. Like, what genres it would be. Like, I just have no idea what it would be post-Anti.
Quick question. How much do you think she sells? Let's put it in the postulating and theorizing element. If Rihanna does release that album, how much do you think she does first week?
It will sell 1 million.
You think?
It'll do really well. It's Rihanna. Imagine the anticipation behind music of hers coming out. It's going to do well. Like, it will go to number 1. It'll do really well.
I don't know if it touches 1 million.
Really? On the first week? I mean, at least 500,000.
No. She's clearing 500,000.
I think it will do well purely just on the basis of there's been so much anticipation, so much weight. At the point now, we're counting, it's been like, 9 years, almost 10.
I think it
will do well.
I don't think it's got anything to do with Rihanna because she's a mega star. I think it's the music market. I think if she drops a surprise, I think she's clearing 600, 700,000.
Yeah, if it's a surprise,
easily.
Yeah.
If she has built, and
she'll need to build it up, I think.
If she has a sick debut single, 850.
You're right, yeah.
I hope I'm wrong because if she sells 1 mil, music is in a good place.
Yeah.
If she touches 1 mil first week, music is in a better place than it is.
I think she could, depending on the debut single, depending on I don't know, but I think it could potentially. I don't know.
Because I know for Kendrick, I was like, if Kendrick clears 500,000, he's out of it. He got 390. And by the way, there's 2 different stars.
Yeah.
She's like a pop culture
icon.
It
might not hit one. I don't know.
No. I think she's clearing 700.
Yeah, 700 is easy.
Because I think she does Kendrick twice. If she does a surprise, in the same way he just dropped, if she does the same thing, she's twice the star, in my opinion. I think she's probably going to do 700,000.
Yeah, I think, you know what, that actually sounds more, but yeah.
I think so. I could be wrong though.
Are you saying 700K on a surprise drop or 700K on build-up anticipation to release a single, the album's coming out, what? They've done promo for it, what?
700K surprise drop.
Okay.
If she gets the right single and the right promo run, 900, maybe 1 mil. Maybe 1 mil.
I mean, I don't think we need a Rihanna album, so...
Yeah, I don't think it's coming.
But if it comes, I will be there and I will listen in for sure. I just don't. I think too much time has passed. So I'm just and she's released so much music that it's kind of I almost feel like Anti should just be her last album to end on a high.
Let's talk about so much music that you just referred to.
Okay. 8
full-length studio albums.
Come on, guys. And she was she was releasing hits after hits after hits. Each album had 4 or 5 music videos.
Good Girl, Gone Bad just went platinum again.
Great album.
Just went platinum again.
Amazing piece of work. Wow.
As in the record Breaking Dishes just has gone platinum by itself.
And that's also a bit doing its rounds on TikTok. That's so random.
It's just the kids will just find something. I know, but
it's so funny. It's
it's platinum again. This is her 20th year technically in music because she started in 2000. Her first album dropped in 2005. That'll be August 2005.
Oh my gosh, 20 years! Wow.
20 years is insane. Music of the Sun was 2005 August.
Great album.
So let's even go through the numbers. Platinum for the first album in America. Gold in Britain. 2 times platinum for the second album. 2 times platinum in Britain. Platinum all over the shop, mate. Good Girl Gone Bad is now 8 times platinum.
Yeah, that album did so well for Rihanna. I remember that was a big turning point in her
In
career.
Britain, that's 8 times platinum.
Yeah, Good Girl Gone Bad was like, that was Rihanna's album.
Rated R, 2 times platinum in both America and Britain. Loud is 5 times in America.
Loud was a good
7
time.
times in Britain.
Loud was a good time. We found love, yeah.
Talk that. I didn't really like that commercial era. Like,
really? I loved all of Rihanna's eras. I liked what she did in music with like, she really, you know how the kids are saying eras now? I feel like Rihanna was the first one to really be doing eras, like having changed her hair color. As a girl, you wanted to have Rihanna's style and hair. Like I loved how she did it. It was fun. It was different.
Talk That Talk was 3 times platinum in both America and Britain. Next album, 3 times platinum in both America and Britain. Anti is 6 times in America, platinum in the UK.
I think she should end the Anti.
And I think even she said it's her only album she can play the full length through.
Yeah,
she even
I
said
remember her saying that, and I was like, that's interesting that she feels that way. I think maybe also part of it was because I feel like if we think about the run that Rihanna had like before Anti, she was really out there a lot. Like it was actually constant recording, constant albums. Like did she really take breaks? I feel like she was constantly like putting out music. I feel like Anti, she really took her time. You know, probably was doing music that she wanted to make more of, like maybe have more control. So I feel like I can see why she said that about Anti. Like it actually makes a lot of sense. So I feel like she should end on Anti. Like end on a high.
So
because can she beat that album?
We never know.
You think?
Potentially. We never ever know.
Okay.
So she leaked the news you just referred to, like in a Harper's Bazaar article. That's the same publication for people that don't know, where Kendrick had his first scripted interview. Sorry, not script. His first press interview.
Yeah.
So it wasn't face to face. It wasn't microphones. It was in print, right? So his first print interview. That's the right word. So that's where she mentions the album.
Yeah.
And it being recorded and all that stuff. That's a big drop. Like people are saying it's R9. That's a fan-made nickname. There's no official.
I don't know if it's going to be called R9.
I don't think it's going to be called R9.
I think that's just obviously
I think that's just the fans hoping and praying for an album.
Oh, bless the fans, honestly. Rihanna Navy, shout out to you guys, man. You guys have been waiting a long time.
I was speaking to somebody yesterday, someone close to my life, and they said they had a controversial opinion.
Okay.
They said that Riri is not the greatest vocalist.
No, she's not. That's not controversial.
No, but in the sense
like the
of
truth.
She's not bad, but she can't see that.
She's not a bad singer. Okay. Are we talking about her as a commercial
no,
or
vocalist.
just pure on her
Pure
vocal
vocalist.
skill, ability, and talent?
Pure vocalist.
No, she's not a vocalist. No.
No.
But I think everyone knows that.
She's a star.
No.
I think she's just a mega star. I think she's just
is that
someone
controversial? Because I think it's not. I think even Rihanna knows that she's not like the best singer. Like she ain't
Maybe
no
not.
Adele, ain't no Beyonce. Her vocal range is quite limited. I mean, I do think she has gotten a bit better over the years. Like Anti, like Love on the Brain, like it kind of does show some vocal ability. But I think Rihanna can admit she's not the greatest vocalist, but that's fine.
I think it's just we've seen some amazing like Aretha Franklin,
Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey,
Jennifer Hudson, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Fantasia. Like we've heard some real
That's the thing. Rihanna is
vocalists.
nowhere near that, but that's fine.
But I don't think she's meant to be that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think she just has that like pop star quality, whether it's like in dancing, the look, the hair. Like I feel like she just has.
She's a mega star.
Yeah,
like,
she's a mega star, and it's not
it
necessarily to do with her voice. It's to do with like everything. Like Rihanna at this point is a package. Like
Agreed.
she's like that commercial success package. Everyone loves her for the most part. Like yeah, and I think even Rihanna will probably be able to be like, yeah, not the best vocalist, but we love it. I love her voice for what it does.
She's the best.
Do you know what I mean?
Sorry.
No, that's yeah.
She's the best-selling female artist of the 21st century.
That's sounds about right.
But no,
sounds about right though.
No. Do you know how crazy that is? Beyonce's prime is the 21st century.
I know. But if you think about like, and people used to always compare Beyonce and Rihanna, and I don't think they're comparable. They're very different artists.
Yeah.
But if you think about the impact that Rihanna has had on pop culture is more than Beyonce. I'm sorry.
I disagree with that.
You disagree?
I fully disagree.
No,
with that.
pop culture in the sense of like being a commercial like pop artist, like having those different eras. I feel like personally, I don't know, it's weird because I feel like that stat of like Rihanna's more popular is interesting because I think you would think it would be Beyonce because she's had such an impact on music. But I feel like if we're talking about like pop stars, Rihanna, I feel like is the blueprint to a certain extent.
it's talking about star quality. If you're talking about outside ventures, then I think
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like outside ventures, like really making herself a market.
But as a celebrity, the bigger celebrity is
Beyonce. Yeah, Beyonce. I think Beyonce's even past celebrity,
and also the bigger star. Like she's the closest thing we've got to Michael. No disrespect to Michael Jackson.
She is. Realistically,
and
she is.
I used to was like, Usher. No.
No, not Usher. I think Beyonce is definitely more.
Beyonce is the closest thing we've got to the singing and the dancing.
Yeah, I think Beyonce.
The quality of the records.
Ooh. Honestly, guys, if you've not seen Beyonce live, you have to go and see that.
I've not seen Beyonce live.
Honestly, I saw her 2023 for the Renaissance tour. I hear why she's Beyonce. Like that woman's work ethic, her dancing, her vocal ability, that is a star, celebrity. That's why I'm like, I didn't get to see Michael Jackson in it. But I feel like Beyonce is the closest I'll get to seeing an artist on like that kind of sort of Michael Jackson level where they're just in the singing, in the dancing, in the star power. Like Beyonce has stage presence. Like Beyonce has got it to a T.
I also think what's important that I was talking to a good friend of mine, this was maybe a year ago, and we both raised the point of, he raised it first and I compounded it, of like, Beyonce has managed to adapt her voice to sing the songs. For example, if you make a song at 21, your voice naturally changes.
It does change.
Like you could take care of your voice the best you can.
It will change.
But your voice will change. To be able to sing a song like I'm in love with you, you set me free. That song, Dangerously in Love, but adapt it to your new voice because but she still sings it to a high level because she knows her voice. So many artists get unstuck because they don't sound bad, They're just trying to mimic the record. You are 35, you recorded that at 17. Your voice is different.
It's gonna sound different, and that's fine.
And people will say, oh, that was a shit live. No, they just haven't adapted it to the key yet. Beyonce has adapted all those old records, Crazy in Love, to fit her voice now. That's what artists need to understand. You need to adjust your set list. I agree. Adjust your set list, sorry. Yeah, man. People, this has been the wonderful Michelle, been my co-host for today.
Thank you for having me.
I was going to say, so like, how's it been for you so far?
I've enjoyed it. Honestly, it's been a lot of fun. I love talking all things music and pop culture, so it's right up my street.
So can I ask you, if we need your services again, would you?
Yes, gladly. I'll be here again for sure.
Wicked.